especially if the variants come into it. So the need for a pandemic relief is needed. People can decide on what the size of that needs to be. The president has said 1.9, and then my Republican colleagues and friends have taken a different approach, but at least they started this. And I thought it was a great meeting last night that the president, the first entertainment of any legislatures was 10 of my friends and Republican colleagues who went and spent 2 hours with the president.
This is your stimulus check update and stimulus package update. The White House economist has rejected the GOP senators' push for $1,000 stimulus checks. And guys, don't forget I'm still doing an Amazon gift card giveaway. That's right folks, 50 of my subscribers will receive a free Amazon gift card. Now all they have to do to enter to win is subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell, and give my videos a like.
Raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour.
Brett, I don't think that's going to make it in because it doesn't fit within, I know it's an inside ball game, but inside the Byrd rule. Only thing we can do during this reconciliation is anything that comes within the financial realms of what we're dealing with. It's called a budget reconciliation.
Jared Bernstein, one of the White House advisors, says he thinks Joe Biden will deny GOP requests for smaller relief checks. If you guys didn't know, the Republicans are trying to approve a $1,000 single stimulus payment that will only go to a few Americans. And Joe Biden's stimulus plan, on the other hand, is much better for Americans in the country. It's much better for Americans right now. Joe Biden's plan is seeking $1,400 in stimulus payments. And that will go to millions of more Americans that are in desperate need of help. Folks, tell me down in the comments, how much should our third stimulus check be? $1,400 or $1,000? Tell me your thoughts down in the comments, everybody. Democrats are ready to pass Biden's $1.9 trillion bill without the help from Republicans. A White House economist on Monday night called the Republican proposal for relief payments of $1,000 as too little to satisfy Joe Biden. Jared Bernstein, one of the members of the White House Council of Economic Advisors, said that the president would want more than they offer from 10 Republican senators.
Has to be within the budget lines. That does not come within that at all, and it really needs to be debated. It doesn't work, and different states are different. Some states already have $15. I think anybody that goes to work in the morning and works 40 hours a week and works 50 weeks a year, that's 2,000 hours, should be above, a family of 3, above the poverty guidelines. And that's not $15.
Yeah, let me put up the Biden coronavirus relief plan, and that's $1,400 stimulus checks. The $15 an hour, which you're saying is not going to fall into the rules as
I don't think it does.
And also $350 billion in state and local relief. You're for that?
Well, we have to look at that. I think that's way high. From everything I've seen, that's extremely high. But with that, we want to make sure that the states that truly have been hit the hardest have revenue shortages because of the type of economy they had.
My message to our politicians in Congress is to help the American people. What the Republicans are proposing, a $1,000 stimulus check, is not enough. The great American people need either a $1,400 check or a $2,000 monthly payment. If you guys agree with me, then leave a comment down below saying I agree. Now folks, here's the stimulus check news. Joe Biden said last Friday, the relief bill has to pass. No ifs, ands, or buts. The White House is reaching out to Republicans to get some bipartisan support for Biden's plan. But if that doesn't come, Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer have introduced a budget measure that can allow the Democrats to pass the $1,400 checks and other stimulus aid by themselves. Pelosi and Schumer said in a joint statement, with this budget resolution, the Democratic Congress is paving the way for the landmark Biden-Harris stimulus package.
Have some relief. We're very sympathetic towards that. And you know, we worked together in the 900 billion 908 team that we put together with Democrats and Republicans and came up with a good compromise, but you had to meet metrics in order to do it. You had to show need. You had to show basically the coronavirus, how much it attacked your state, and basically how your economy lost in the population. So they're going to have to prove that they need it, but I don't think it'll be anywhere near that.
So if they say we're pushing forward with reconciliation, which means not 60, 51 votes.
True.
Let's say they figure out a way to write it where it all fits under the rules. You're questioning that, but let's say they do. And they come to you and say, Joe, we need that vote. And it's $1.9 trillion. Are you voting for it?
Brett, what I have told everybody, and I made it very clear from the President of the United States to all of my colleagues, we're going to make this work in a bipartisan way. My friends on the other side are going to have input, and
They'll crush the virus and deliver real relief to the families and communities in need.
Of families in the top 95 to 99% of income would still get thousands of dollars. Their projected average is $4,265, though that only represents a 0.5% increase in income. So this is one of the reasons why the analysis finds that the majority of that $1,400 stimulus check, about 73% of the amount, would actually go into savings.
The government's first $1,200 stimulus checks, which were distributed to Americans last spring, were largely spent on essential needs, including groceries and rent. What will you be spending your third stimulus check on? Will you be paying bills or buying groceries, or saving the money? Tell me down in the comments. The House and Senate are expected to pass the budget bill this week to help speed along with the stimulus checks, but an attempt by Democrats to go on it alone on new pandemic relief will probably infuriate Republicans. Biden has already met with 10 Republicans who are pushing for a scaled-down version of his $1.9 trillion bill. The GOP is pushing for $1,000 payments and wants to limit them to only Americans with the greatest need, individuals earning $50,000 or less, and families making no more than $100,000. But the meeting did not result in any compromise.
Commented on this as well. North Dakota Republican Kevin Kramer said, personally, I'd have a hard time supporting, for example, her positions on school shootings being staged and being on the Education Committee. John Thune said, House Republicans have to decide who they want to be. And I think that's exactly what we're talking about.
Now, Congress is still divided on the details of the package, and Democrats are ready to use the reconciliation process. And that's the good news, folks. That's something we have to look forward to. Democrats could pass the bill very soon. Under Biden's plan, people earning more than $75,000 will receive reduced payments until they're phased down to zero at a currently unknown income cap. Without a final package, it's unclear for 2020 tax return. Folks, I just hope our politicians in Congress put away the political games and pass more stimulus relief. The great American people need help now. If you agree, then leave a comment down below saying, I agree. In regards to your unemployment benefits, everybody, unemployment insurance provides unemployment benefits, usually in the form of weekly payments, to eligible workers who become unemployed through no fault of their own, and meet other certain eligibility requirements. Unemployment insurance is administered jointly by the U.S. Department of Labor and individual states.